Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another video for Digimon the card game. So I bought a ton of boosters. There should be 40 here, which is more than 2 boxes. Here's a box, you normally have 24 each. So we'll get a little, well, there's less than 2 boxes, because 2 boxes would have 24, each would be 48. So I'll be a couple packs less than 2 full cases. But this is for the brand new set, booster pack number 8. New Awakening. So I've also done a video where I went over the 2 new starter sets that kind of go along with this, which add the dual card type. So we're going to get to all that. This will probably end up being 2 videos, but we'll see, because usually after I start getting about halfway through the packs, I start running out of commons and uncommons, and then eventually I'll probably start running out of rares. So as I start running through the same cards over and over, I'll probably start just skipping over them and just looking at the rares and ultra rares. So we'll see how that goes. So it might be two-part. We'll just have to see how quickly everything goes through these and how long the videos start becoming. Alright, so starting in the back, we're going to have 12 cards in the pack. We have 112 cards in total. 44 commons, 30 commons, 26 rares, 10 super rares, 2 secret rares. Also includes alternate art for the card types above. So there's actually can be, usually it's the rares, super rares and secret rares at least, that have alternate arts. So we could actually end up getting more of them. So typically when I buy a full booster box, I am always guaranteed, I've always been guaranteed to have all the commons, uncommons, the rares. I usually, in a box of 24, I usually get at least most of them, if not all of them. Sometimes I'm a little bit short, but I generally have all of them, because there's usually 2 rares per pack. And then the super rares, I usually get about 6 or 7 of the 10, and I've gotten 1 secret rare. So we'll see what happens when I'm opening these as separate packs to see if they just basically came out of a booster. Or if not. So I'm probably going to end up pausing this and taking all these out of this cardboard, so you don't have to watch me struggle opening every single one of these cardboards, because that's going to take a while. But we'll open up a first pack first and just see what we got. So, same information on here, nothing extra special. Let's set up our angle here. Alright. So, first up, we are going to have Hookmon. This is our first dual card right off the bat. So it's black and blue. So it's going to have our numbers on the side here, so you can play it for 5 costs, or you can Digivolve it for 2 from a level 3 black or a level 3 blue. So it's going to give you a little bit more options when you want to make multicolored decks. It's trying to, like, not force, but like encourage people to make multicolored decks more. Not that you can't make single color decks, or maybe even tri-color decks. Alright, so he's gonna have champion type. When attacking, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Alright, our next common is going to be Uruyuman, who is a beast dragon and an X-antibody is an ultimate. On your turn, when one of your effects places a Digimon under this Digimon, you may Digivolve this Digimon into a new Digimon in your hand with the X-antibody and its traits by paying its Digivolution cost. When this Digimon would Digivolve with this effect, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. Opponent's turn. When this Digimon has been X-antibody and its trait, it gains reboot. Unsuspend this Digimon during your opponent's unsuspend phase. So we're going to add more X-antibody cards. They've been scattered through a few other sets. This is just going to play on a few more of them. Up next, we're going to have Aquilamon. So this is one of the main focuses of the set, is going to be the Digimon and the Tamers, Digidestined from Adventure 02, the second Digimon series. So we're going to have like Davis, Cody, and Yuli and Ken and their main Digimon. One of the main decks is based off of them. We'll have DNA Digivolving. I think there's Armor Digivolving in this set as well. There sure is. So that'll be the main focus, will be That series, the dual colors, the DNA and armor digivolving, as well as then we have the X antibodies is kind of like a subtype. So here we have Aquilamon. When you would play this card from your hand, reduce its play cost by 1 if you have a yellow Digimon in play. While attacking, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. Our option card we're going to get for a common is Shakuamon's Disaster Blaster. Main, when you have one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for their turn. If you have a Digimon in play with 2 or more colors, or 2 or more colors in one of its Digivolution cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP instead. Surfamon, an ultimate. Nothing extra special there. But again, we gotta have some of these generic cards to make other guys seem interesting. This guy's really weird. So this is a vegetation, ultimate vegetation type. Pistmon. Digisorption -2. When one of your Digimon digivolves into this card from your hand, you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost of this Digivolution by 2. On your turn, this Digimon gains 1,000 DP for each of your other suspended Digimon. Our last common is going to be another blue-black multicolored called Surfamon. I've never seen that one before. A couple of these guys are all brand new to me, which I like. Pistmon and Hookmon. I like the fact they keep adding new ones in there, even if I haven't seen them. Our first uncommon is we're going to get a blue-yellow. We have Submarimon. So this is an armor Digimon. So it's an armor form down here instead of its normal type. It's a free and aquatic. Digivolve 2 from Armadillomon. So it can Digivolve a little bit cheaper if it's specifically from Armadillomon. Armor Purge. When this Digimon would be deleted, you may trash the top card of this Digimon to prevent that deletion. When Digivolving, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon, and then gain one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards minus 3,000 DP till the end of turn. So the armor forms much like the hybrid Digimon from the previous set, which is from Frontier. They in and of themselves don't generally have any specific thing. The DNA Digivolving has special rules, which we'll hopefully see in one of these cards eventually. But the actual armor doesn't give it any special thing. It does have like special armor purge ability, and it can Digivolve cheaper from Armadillomon. But outside of that, like, it doesn't have a special, it doesn't need to have like an option card. It's like Digi-Egg, or armor Digi, like an armor Digi-Egg, which is kind of nice. Alright, then we have another uncommon. We have Black Gatomon, Rush. This Digimon can attack the turn it comes into play. And Retaliation. When this Digimon is deleted after losing a battle, delete the Digimon it was battling. So you got yellow-black, which this would go great with one of the starter decks. Our last uncommon is going to be Nakamemon. Nakamemon? I'm not sure. He's a weird sloth guy. He's a puppet, actually. Champion puppet. Main, when you suspend this Digimon, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Then add 1 green Digimon among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Alright, then we're going to get our rares. So our first rare is going to be Bancho Mamimon, which I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's not Bancho, it's oh, why can't I remember how that's supposed to be pronounced? I don't remember. So this is a series. This is from one of the video games. They had a storyline where basically there was 5 Digimon that became these ultimate forms. Basically, they're like the equivalent of like DNA Digivolve Mega forms. So like Omnimon. They basically seeded your regular Mega form into a more powerful form. And they've slowly been releasing over series. Wheel, like, again, I know it's not pronounced Bancho, but I can't remember how it's pronounced. I'll look it up in a moment when I pause to unbox all those. But Yeah, there's basically like Bancho Leomon, Bancho Lilymon. I think there's Volcanomon, and I want to say the other one is Stingmon. I think those are the 5. I think now they're finally all released with this card. So it says, when Digivolving, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. For each of your opponent's Digimon, you may play 1 Digimon card with the Mamimon in its name and memory cost of 10 or less from among your revealed cards without paying its memory cost. Trash the remaining cards. All turns, when you have another Digimon with Mamimon in its name, this Digimon gains security attack +1. And our final rares, we're going to start with a super rare right off the bat. So just also another cool thing, the foils. They're just foiling like the outside of the rares, kind of like on the name, but it doesn't foil over the artwork on the picture, which I love. And then when we get the super rares, we even get a little bit different foil, but then they also foil stuff in the background. But again, they don't foil over the actual, there's foil up on the text here, but there's no foil right over the actual artwork, which I like because it doesn't obscure the art or the text, which is really nice. When Digivolving, okay, this is Uruyuman, so this is an evolution of our second card we had. This should be his direct evolution, Ultimate up into Mega. So that's kind of fun that we got both of them in one pack. So there's a Beast Dragon with X antibody. When Digivolving, you may place 1 card with X antibody in its traits from your hand under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card to delete one of your opponent's Digimon costs 7 or less. Your turn, once per turn. When one of your effects places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, this Digimon gains 2000 DP and can't be deleted by your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's next turn. And then end of attack, once per turn. If the Digimon has Alphamon in its name, unsuspend it. So that's kind of fun as well. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video for a moment, unbox all of these new packs out of the cardboard. I'll open them all like normal, but just so we don't have to waste extra time trying to fiddle with that. So I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so before I jump to the next pack, I said I was going to quickly look this up. It is not, I pronounce it Bancho, but it's actually Banto. B-A-N-T-Y-O is how it's like phonetically spelled. Basically it means like gangster or ruffian. That's sort of what they are. They're sort of like the bad boys of the Digiverse that aren't necessarily evil, but they're more like we protect this area. Like this is our area, this is our gang, type of thing. We protect them. You know, like we might do things that aren't necessarily quote unquote good, but we're not out necessarily to do evil. A good anime character to maybe relate that to would be someone, I guess similar to be like at least at the beginning might be like Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho. He's kind of like that bad boy at school, but like he's not going to necessarily go all his way to cause trouble, but he will defend his friends and the people around him, type of idea. And I was also wrong. It wasn't Volcanomon, it was Golemon. So that was the other one. Alright, that was pack number 1. Got a super rare out of it. Won't complain about that. Let's start with pack number 2. So now each pack, like you see right away, is going to take a while. But after I get through about half of the set, I'll start running out of commons. And I'll start running out of uncommons. And then I'll run out of rares. And then as I keep running into the same ones over and over and over, I won't read them off over and over and over. So each pack will go a little bit cheaper. So that's hilarious. We started off with Hookmon, and then we're going to go to Captain Hookmon as our beginning card in the next set. So this is evolution of him. I also think this one relates to the, we have Tinkmon, and I want to say it's Petermon, which is Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. So I think they're kind of tying this into that little story. All turns when your opponent plays a level 5 or higher Digimon, gain 1 memory, draw 1 card from your deck. He's a Marine Man type. We have red card. We have Skull Maramon, Ultimate, Flame. He just looks badass. Then we have this weird card, Bitsumon. So this is a guy in a cat suit, is what it looks like, and he's playing the Digimon card game. But he's also in a Kogamon suit. I'm not entirely sure what this. They always seem to every couple of sets. I seem to have like these weird random character cards. That's alright though. When Digivolving, you may trash one card in your hand. To treat this Digimon as also having the colors of the trash card for the turn. If this Digimon has 2 or more colors, draw 2. Interesting. We got another Surfamon. We got another Uruyuman. Another Pismon. So again, we need to skip through some of these. We'll get pretty quick. We have a Psychmon, which is an alternate Gabumon. All turns players can't reduce play costs. Alright, so our first uncommon will be Terriermon. On play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 with Gargomon or Rapidmon's name among them to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Ooh, a good fetch card. We've already seen Black Gargomon. Kind of sucks in second pack, we've had so many duplicates, but that's kind of what happens. But we do get a option card for our super rare we just got last pack for our Uruyuman, which is Uruyuman, which I'm sure I butchered that terribly. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Main, Digiball 1. One of your opponent's Digimon trash up to 1 card from the top of one of your Digimon's opponents. If it has no Digivolution cards, it becomes your level 3 Digimon, and you can't trash any more cards. Then you may place 1 card with X antibody X trait from your hand at the bottom of the Digivolution of your black Digimon with X antibody in its traits to delete one of your opponent's Digimon of a cost of 4 or less. Security, Digiball 1. Our first rare card then is going to be a dual color Digimon. Another armor form, green and yellow. Kind of funny that we've gotten both of Armadillomon's armored forms. We had Submarimon, now we have Digimon. Armor Purge, when this Digimon be deleted, you may trash the top card of the Digimon to prevent that deletion. And when attacking, one of your opponent's suspended Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for this turn. And our final rare is just a regular rare, but it is Yukio Akiwa. So this is like the bad guy from Tamers, which is really fun that they added him in there. He was also like Digi Destiny, he's supposed to be like one of the like older versions. I believe he's from is he from Tamers? Or is he from O2? I think he's from O2. Yeah, it says Malomyotismon. It says, all turns, when one of your Digimon with Myotismon, his name is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. End of opponent's turn. If this tamer is suspended, you may delete this tamer to play 1 Malomyotismon from your trash without paying its memory cost. So that's kind of fun. He's not like your traditional tamer, but he was, I think, technically a tamer. Or Digidestin, before they started calling them all tamers. Alright, pack number 3. Maybe. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, first up, our rookie card is we have a Kogamon. Black Rookie Machine. All turns, players can't ignore Digivolution requirements. So this stops some of them Digivolutions. We got another Surfamon. We have another rookie. We have Aquilamon. It's like a pencil. It's very interesting. It's a mutant type. Hanging out with a Kangamon there. We have another duel. We have Master Trianglemon. Ultimate Dinosaur. All your turn, all your Digimon with Trianglemon in their names gain security attack +1. And then it's special security attack +1. We have Armor Texture. So we are going to get an armored option card. When you have a Digimon with armor form in its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Main trash the top card of your Digimon. Trash the top card of one of your Digimon with armor form and its traits. Then you may Digiball one of your Digimon into a Digimon in your hand that has armor form and its traits for its Digivolution cost. If you do, unsuspend that Digimon. Okay, so cool. So basically, it doesn't have to be a white card to be played, but it lets you swap between your Digivolution forms, your armor forms, and then security. Play one level 3 Digimon with free in its trait from your hand without paying its memory cost. All right, then we're gonna get a brand new one. So this is Kogamon. So Gamamon is one of the new characters from Digimon Survive, which is a brand new video game that is coming out sometime, I believe it's supposed to be in 2022, but we'll see what happens. They keep delaying it. Yes, this is one of the brand new Digidesk and Digimon, because it kind of finally got away from always using a variation of Agumon in everyone. So this is still a Dragon type, though. Champion, Dragon King. When Digivolving Blitz, this Digimon can attack when the opponent has one or more memory. Another common here, we have Spinalmon, Mega, Virus, and Dinosaur. Otherwise, a green red. Nothing extra special there. Our first uncommon will be Innocence Blizzard, who I'm not sure who that is. But trash the bottom Digivolution card of all your opponent's Digimon. Then up to 3 of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn. Security activate this main effect. Our next uncommon is we're going to get a Digi-Egg. We have Demi Maramon. On your turn, once per turn, when this card is trashed from your deck, draw 1. Our last uncommon will be Hawkmon. So we've already had Aquilamon to go with him. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 2-color red card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards in the bottom in any order. So this is kind of fun, because he's just a red card, but he can Digiball from a red or yellow, and then you also can search for any dual color red, so red or yellow, red or green, red, blue, whatever you need. Our first rare, we're going to get another Tamer. We have Cody Hida. Cody will go great with our 2 Armadillo-mons we've gotten. Armor Evolutions. So, start of your main phase. If you have a yellow Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. Your turn, when one of your Digimon with 2 or more colors attacks, you may suspend this Tamer to give one of your opponent's Digimon minus 2,000 DP for the turn. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost. Our second rare, boom, we got another Tamer. This is Yuji Musa, so uses the X antibodies. So it's on your turn when one of your Digimon with X antibodies and its trait is moved from your breeding area to your battle area, gain 1 memory and draw 1. Your turn when one of your black Digimon with X antibodies and its trait, you may suspend this Tamer to place 1 card with X antibody and its trait from your hand under the Digimon in the bottom of its Digivolution. So that'll go great with our super rare we got so far. Alright, let's hop into pack number 4. So we only got 1 super rare so far, but we're just beginning, so that's alright. Oh, we got another one of those guys, that's alright. We have a Mushroomon, just purple, kind of hanging out with a Blossomon back there up at the top. Our next common, we have a Patamon, which is a blue one with an Angemon. End of your turn, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and 1 other Digimon play into its Digivolution card by paying its DNA cost. So there's 2 of these in each, or a couple of these in the starter decks, because I also use the DNA Digivolution, which we haven't seen yet in the boosters. But they made some of the rookies have the ability to just be able to do it a lot quicker, which is really fun. Our next ones, we have Lightning Blade to go with. So he's called Raindromon in the anime, but he has a different name in this set, I don't remember what it was. I think it's Raindromon, which I think stands for lightning instead of rain. I think Raija is usually lightning. So yeah, I know it might not be Raindromon. I might be wrong, but I know it wasn't Raindromon in this set because they tried to use the Japanese versions of the names for these games. When you have a Digimon in armor form and its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirement. So it's fun. So that way, these cards are the option cards with armored cards are being able to play for free as long as you have an armor form. Main, when one of your Digimon with 2 or more colors hits 2000 DP and piercing, this Digimon attacks and deletes an opponent and survives the battle. It performs any security checks normally. Security is suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. We got another Bitsumon. We have a Karatemon. Neat armored crow with some swords. Ultimate wizard type. We're also going to get a dual colored Kyukimon. Mysterious beast ultimate type. Purple yellow. Our first uncommon will be Kogamon, who looks like a little onion. He's a mutant type. He's purple and green, has retaliation. And we got another Nakamemon. And our last ultimate is another Digi-Egg, which is Frozomon. Who I'm not 100% sure who this turns into. It's like half cat, half flower. So I'm not 100% positive on where that goes. So on your turn, if you have 3 or more security cards, this Digimon gains 1000 DP. I would guess maybe the new Digimon, but he's red, not yellow. So, alright, now our first rare is we're going to get that new one I was just talking about. We have Gamamon. So this is the new rookie for the Digimon Survive game. Who we saw the other card he turns into. So it's a Ceteriosmon. A Ceratopsian, like basically to say like Triceratop type, but he's not a Triceratops, he's just a Ceratopian. When attacking, this Digimon has 6000 DP or more, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. And then its regular abilities, your turn, once per turn when you play a red tamer, draw 1 card. We've gotten 3 of the tamers so far. And our next rare card is the next tamer. So we have Davis, Miyamoto, and Ken Ichijoji. Dual colored tamers, so this will work great for the starter deck. At the start of your main phase, if you have a blue Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. If you have a green Digimon, gain 1 memory. On your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon 2 or more colors, you may suspend this tamer to unsuspend that Digimon. So that's pretty sweet. So now we're just missing, the purple-yellow one, which should be, I'm gonna guess will probably be, Kairi and, well, if it mixes them together, we would have gotten Cody and TK together, and then Kairi and Aurora, Yoli. So we're missing probably Yoli is red, Kairi is yellow, and possibly TK is blue, but they might not have put Kairi and TK in here because they've been in a bunch of other sets. Alright, our next pack is we got, off the bat, we have an Angemon to go with our Pagamon, which we just saw. Your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, recover 1 deck. Place the top card of your deck on your security stack. And when attacking, if you have 3 or more security cards, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. Alright, we have another Pistamon and another Skull Marimon. We're going to get a new one here. We have Bancho Mamimon, which will work with our Bancho Mamimon. Says you may return, when Digivolving, you may return up to 4 Digimon cards with Mamimon in their names from your hand or trash to the top of your deck in any order. If you return 3 or more cards, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and then usually trash a card. So that's fun. Like the Mamimon kind of work together. Oh, this is a fun looking card. So, alright. We have Mist Memory Boost. Trash the top 2 cards of your deck and draw 1. Then place this card in your battle area. Main delay. Trash this card in your battle area to activate the effect below. You can't activate this turn. Enters 2. Gain 2 memory. Place this card in its owner's battle area. So what I liked about this card, so you got Myotismon here. Teaching a bunch of in-training Digimon. There's some Nakamemon and some Yokomon. Not sure who the little one in the middle is. There's also a Cherrymon in the back who's kind of like learning. But he's showing off that he can become, from Myotismon, he can change into Venom Myotismon or Malomyotismon. Showing that he can go to 2 different mega forms, rather than like one becoming the other. So it's kind of just a funny little artwork piece. Also just Myotismon being like this evil vampire, teaching these little guys, hey guys, this is how Digivolution works. Just artwork on these cards. Like this, you have Gazamon here sitting on a Dark Cryonomon. Nothing cool, extra special there, just another common. We also have Exermon. I'm not sure what this is or where it's from. It is an Insectoid type champion. When Digivolving, you may suspend one of your Digimon to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. All turns, this Digimon gains 1000 DP for each of your other suspended Digimon. Our first uncommon, Pandemonium Flame. This is from a Malomyotismon. You may delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a level less than equal to your deleted Digimon's level. Security, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Alright, we got another armor form. We're going to get Surfamon. This will be Hawkmon's Digimon. This is Reliability? No. Sincerity. This is from the Egg of Sincerity. I also love, there's a guy back there, his name I can't remember. Little ninja guy. Alright, so Digivolve from Hawkmon. Has armor purge, if you've seen. And when Digivolving, when one of your opponent's Digimon with blocker can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn. Our next uncommon is we are going to get a TK. I wasn't for sure if he'd be in there. But usually the tamers are always in rare slots. So the fact they have an uncommon must be they're used to having them in so many things. They decided to like make them a little bit easier. On your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, set your memory to 3. Your opponent's turn, when one of your opponent's Digimon attacks one of your blue Digimon, you may unsuspend this tamer to draw 1 card. Alright, our first rare is we got another Cody. It's gonna happen. Then our super rare is we got Aquilamon. This is one of the 4 sovereigns, along with there's Aquilamon. I can't remember the other 2. It's like Zyquamon. I don't remember. I think probably thinking this one. It's one's a giant tree turtle. There's the bird. Aquilamon's the giant blue dragon, and for the life of me, I can't even think of what the 4th one was. But they've been. This is one of the things I also love about these Digimon games, is they have these sets of like special types. Again, like the Banchomon, the Banchos, where they release them over a series of cards, rather than just being like, this set is this bunch of groups. Like, this is only Tamers, this is only Digimon Frontier, this is only, Adventure 1. Like, they keep releasing stuff mixed throughout all the sets, because that gets you more hyped to buy it, because you're not being like, oh, I don't really like that season. No, you might like something else. Like, I'm still waiting for all the Devas to show up. I think we're still missing one of the, from Digimon Frontier, I think we're missing one of the Ancient Beasts. So it's kind of fun. So something to help look for as a Digimon fan if you love everything. Alright, so this guy says when Digivolving, your opponent chooses one of their Digimon, deletes all their Digimon other than this Digimon, and your opponent's chosen Digimon. For each Digimon deleted by this effect, gain 1 memory. Your turn, when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains security +1 for the turn for each of your opponent's Digimon that was deleted. Alright, so that's 2 super rares. Alright, so we're going to jump into our next pack here. Alright. let's see what we got. It's also be interesting to see, like, again, I know, like, every time I bought a booster, I bought several boosters of this game. Like I said, out of the 10 super rares, I've always gotten 6 or 7, usually 7. Out of the, and out of the 2 secret rares, I've always gotten at least 1, and I usually get 1 alt artwork card. And then I almost always have had all the commons, uncommons, and if not all the rares, I'm only missing like 1 or 2. So it'd be interesting to see how that differs from opening these packs that were separate. Because they're not like you just pull them out of a box and set them on the shelf. So it'd be kind of interesting to see what the difference there is. So here we're going to start off this pack. We have Candlemon, a rookie yellow card. Once per turn, when you play another purple Digimon, gain 1 memory. So that purple-yellow combination. We have a new guy here. We have Frozomon, Ultimate Machine type. Blocker. When this Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Digimon, force the opponent to attack instead. Your turn. Your opponent has a Digimon with a Digivolution card in play. This Digimon can't attack. Interesting. All turns, once per turn, when a Digivolution card of your opponent's Digimon is trashed, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. Our next one, we got a purple card. We have Fangmon, a dark animal champion who has retaliation. Have never seen him before either. Ooh, and then we have a fun card here. So an option card, we have Senbon Dokkan. So this is for our Bancho Mamimon. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play any number of Digimon cards with Mamimon in their name whose cost adds up to 15 or less from among them without paying for their cost. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a memory cost of 6 or less for each Digimon. Play with this effect. Trash the remaining cards. That seems way too overpowerful. You pay 9. You could potentially put out 3 cards, and then you could potentially delete 3 of your opponent's cards. You're gaining a multi-card advantage. Crazy. But cool nonetheless. Our next one, we have Aquilamon. So this is Armadillomon's regular evolution. So now I have his regular champion form plus his 2 armor forms and his tamer. I just need to get him and some other forms of him. Alright, so we have, when you would play this card from your hand, if you have a blue Digimon in play, reduce the cost of this card by 1. So this is kind of working towards him becoming Shakuamon. If you have a blue Digimon in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP till the end of turn. We have another option card for Raindromon. Rocket, or Fire Rocket. When you have a Digimon with armor form and its traits, you may use this card without meeting its color requirement. Main, one of your Digimon with 2 or more colors gains security attack plus 1. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with blocker. Next common is Surfamon. When Digivolving, trash the top 2 cards of your deck, then return 1 card with Demon Lord in its traits from your trash to your hand. Once per turn, when your card is trashed in your deck, gain 1 memory. We have another egg. So we have Bibimon. In training, of course, and opponent's turn, when all your Digimon are suspended, this Digimon gains 1000 DP. Our first uncommon is going to be Plasma Shot. So this is Goldramon, Vemon's another armor form. Well, you have this Digimon with armor in its form, meet it without playing its requirements. I kind of wish they would have just had that been like a keyword, if they're going to keep using it so much, but whatever. Main, when one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4000 DP for this turn, and all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 1000 DP for the turn for each card with armor form traits in your trash. Our next uncommon is going to be Skull Nightman Cavalier Mode. The name of this card Digimon is also treated as Skull Nightman and Deadly Axemon. So interesting, you have Deadly Axe. So it looks like it's a combination between the two, so it's Skull Nightmon's possibly on Axemon. They're just kind of a combination. So it's like a DNA Digivolve that's not quite a DNA Digivolve. But it's also a dual cost. That's actually kind of fun. A level 3 for 3 or a level 4 for 1. When Digivolve in this game is jamming, Digimon can't be deleted in battles against security Digimon and blocker till the end of your opponent's next turn. So it also has the type enhancement, which is interesting. Alright, our first rare, we're going to get in Aquilamon, who's black. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 with Greymon in its name and 1 card with Dragon King in its traits, among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Also, red and black. I don't know. I wonder why red, though. Because I know there's black. There's Agumons in every color, but I don't think there's any version of him that combines with Uruyuman that have a red version, but I could be wrong. And our other rare is we got Yoli Inui. So now we have all, except for Kairi, we have all our main tamers. So we're just looking around for a Kairi, which will probably be in yellow. At the end of your main phase, if you have a red Digimon play, gain 1 memory. Your turn, when one of your Digimon with 2 or more colors attacks, you may suspend this tamer to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. So we're only missing Kairi for our tamers. It's also fun to keep track of these while you're opening. Like, okay, so there's this tamer. There's usually a Digi-Egg for each color, so I think I've had 3 Digi-Eggs. I'm missing the other 3 colors. Again, keeping track of the evolution. So we had Agumon, so now of course we're going to get a Greymon in this pack. So we'll probably have some sort of Metal Greymon at least, maybe a War Greymon. Just fun to keep track of which ones we're missing and just go together. So this Greymon says, opponent's turn, when you have a red Digimon in play, this Digimon gains blocker. So the black one is going to gain some benefits red. We have another Aquilamon, if you're seeing. We have Soulmon, who's just Bakumon with a hat. Your turn, once per turn, when you gain a card that is trash from your deck, gain 1 memory. Another Tapking Hookmon. We have a red and black ultimate Brachiomon, Cyborg, and X Antibody. So I'll work with that X Antibody cards. Definitely looks badass. It's an armored Brachiomon. It's a spiked tail. Spikes all over. Our next common is going to be Thundermon. The name of this card is also treated as Mamimon. Ooh, that's fun. We got a Hookmon, which we've seen. Another Submarimon. Our first uncommon, or second uncommon rather, will be Demi Maramon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 tamer among them from your hand and trash 1 purple card among them. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Our third uncommon will be Cyclonemon. So we got red and black. So we got some ones that go with the Greymon here. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 2000 DP or less. Interesting. Like Cyclops, Cyclone, kind of an interesting combination. Our first rare is going to be a Zoolongmon. So the other one of the 4 sovereigns that I was talking about. So I know now that out of all the sets, we have at least 3 of them. I don't know if we have the 4th one or not. I don't remember. But he's a yellow and blue. Holy Dragon, 4 Great Dragons, and one of the 4 Sovereigns. So he's got a bunch of keywords. When attacking, you may trash the top card of your security stack to gain 2 memory. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your other Digimon digivolves, you may unsuspend it. And then our other rare card is Lightdramon. So I knew it wasn't Raindromon. I thought it was Raindromon for some reason, but it's Lightdramon. Or Lydramon. I guess not Lydramon. Not sure really why they changed it. But this is from Vmon, so we have one of his armor forms now. Plus Armor Purge, and when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So we're just looking for Raindromon to finish off that. And we're also looking for is it Hasselmon for Hawkmons. And then of course we got Pegasusmon and oh crap, what is Pagamon's form? I don't remember. No, Pegasusmon is the armored form of Pagamon. Gomamon, not Gomamon, Kogamon becomes Sphinxmon. So we're looking for that one as well. Alright, we have an Electmon here. Let's look at what we have versus what we want. Electmon, Mammal, Rookie. Nice and easy. Let's say in some sort of arena. There's another Pagamon we've had. Greymon. We're going to keep starting running some duplicates here. Hopefully we get more than one new card out of this pack. So we are into our uncommons already. Have that one. Here's a brand new card. We have Uruyuman. So that's cool. Purple and black. So we're going to have the evil version of Uruyuman. Which is a cherub and 3 great angels. When you play this card from your hand, you may delete one of your purple Uruyuman to reduce this cost by 8. On play, when Digivolving. For each tamer you have in play, activate the effect below. One of your opponent's Digimon gets security -2. Then we are going to have an option card called Samahad Sanki. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm not even sure who that is. I know we had we had a green Digimon that was like an electric form. I don't remember its name. Let's see if I can find it really quick. And because I'm looking for it, I probably won't. Because that's usually how that goes, right? You want to find something, it's just going to keep eluding me. We had Exermon, so before. So this is a champion version. So I'm guessing this is either the ultimate or mega form of Exermon. When you suspend one of your Digimon to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, your opponent... Well, you may suspend one to suspend one. Your opponent's card suspended with effect can't unsuspend until their next turn. Our first rare is we got another Yukio Akiwa. And then our last one, we got a super rare. We got Rapidmon. So this is Terriermon's armored form from the Miracle Egg. Armor Purge, or the Armor Egg of Miracle. I forgot how they call it. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon for each tamer you have in play. Then up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon get minus 5,000 DP for the end of turn. So this is one of the funny Digimon things because, so in Adventure, it wasn't even in Adventure 02, it was in in the movie. Michael, one of the other Digimon from Digidestin from America, gets has the Egg of Miracles, I believe that's what it was called, and then he gets to Digivolve his Terriermon into Rapidmon. Then in the next season, Henry, one of the Digidestin Tamers, has a Terriermon, and he actually Digivolves into Rapidmon normally. So it's kind of that interesting thing of like the way Digimon works, where anything can kind of Digivolve into something else, has multiple Digivolutions. And this is showing that the Digidestin use the armored Digivolution to they Digivolve their Digimon to different things. It's also showing that they could potentially Digivolve into those forms anyhow without the armor. It's just, it's not their, maybe not necessarily their true form, or maybe it's an alternate version of it, but it is possible. Alright, so this pack, let's see if we can get anything new, because so far it is not looking very good. More armored texture, so there are our commons. Here's our first uncommon. We have an in-training, actually. So it's another Digi-Egg. We have Kyokyo-mon, this is an X antibody, so this will go with our group there. Once per turn, when an effect places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, it gets 1000 DP till the end of your opponent's next turn. Our next uncommon will be Vmon. I'm not sure why he has it, that weird black eye on that side. But on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 2-color blue card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Oh, sweet. Our last uncommon would be Kairi Kaimiya. If you got all our tamers. At the start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. Your turn, when this card is added to your security stack, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. Alright, our first rare is another Raindromon. And our second rare is Frozomon. So that's who that ice character was earlier we had. Mega Virus and Giant Bird. When Digivolving, trash the top Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to its owner's hand. Opponent's turn. All your Digimon in your opponent's game, when attacking, trash the bottom card of this Digimon. Alright. Well, that's fun. So we got another rare. Still looking for some more super rares, but that's alright. Alright, next pack here. Another Kogamon, Surfamon, Fire Rocket. Here's a new guy. Uruyuman. So we have the champion version. I think we're just looking for the rookie now. Beast Spirit, or Beast Dragon, and X Antibody. Opponent's turn. Well, this Digimon has X Antibody in its traits. It gains Blocker. We have another Xermon, Aquilamon, Soulmon. Our first uncommon is going to be Crimson Blade. This is Xyloquamon's ability. Reduce the memory cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each Digimon and your opponent has in play. Main, delete all your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less. Your opponent can't play Digimon by effects until the end of the next turn. And then we got another Digi-Egg. We have Uruyuman. There's a little ice guy. There's a snow bottomon. So is that just like him sucking on an ice crystal, or is that like teeth coming out of his mouth? I'm not entirely sure. All turns. When your opponent has no Digimon with Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains 1000 DP. Our next uncommon. Sweet, we got an Armadillo. So we finished off most of that line. We're just looking for some of the higher levels. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 2-color yellow card among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom in your any order. So basically, these rookie versions of these cards are meant to find their armor forms quick. Our first rare is going to be another Nakamemon. Our second rare, we have Dark Gigaforce Black War Greymon. So hopefully he'll be in this set. Usually whatever option cards there are, that card is in there. Main, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play costs add up to 15 or less and delete them. Security, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 15 or less. So that's crazy. He's black and red. So we've had green and blue, black and red, purple and yellow, which would be the 6 different colors. So I don't know if we've had crossover. I'm trying to think if we've had crossover between the other colors or not. They might have just mixed those 6 together. Alright, next pack. Ultimate Bancho. We have a Snow Agumon, who will go nice with our new baby we just got, or in training. There's a Snowmon in the back. On play, trash a Digivolution card on one of your opponent's Digimon. Yukio, Frozomon, Aquilamon, Mushroomon, Pistamon. Uncommons, we have Pandemonium Fire. Our other uncommon is we have Uruyuman. So this is Gamamon's in training form. So I think now we have all the in trainings. I'll have to double check that. When attacking, once per turn, if this Digimon has 6000 DP or more, draw 1 card. Our next uncommon, our last one will be another Plasma Shock. I thought we had all of our tamers, where we have another Yukio. Then finally we have the white one. I forgot we have the Digimon Emperor. So that's fun. We have Ken in his evil form. All turns when one of your opponent's Digimon level 5 or lower Digimon is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to draw 1. Opponent's turn. When one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon is moved from their breeding area to the battle, gain 2 memory. So that's fun. Just another rare, but hey, we needed that extra tamer anyhow. Alright, so we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more cards for this set. Alright, so I'm going to kind of pause to see where I'm at, like with commons and everything. And then I might, depending on how many I feel I have, we might jump back in or we might start part 2. So don't see me back. See you in part 2, otherwise I'll see you guys in a moment.